When we left off last time, you may recall the scene of tiny Crusader Rabbit's doings had shifted all the way northward to New York City. Not that Crusader was doing very much at the moment. He was still trapped inside the very bottle that had carried him so far. Alas, if he could only break free and warn New York of the sinister pirate ship anchored in a fog-bound harbor. For not only was his old pal, Rags the Tiger, a prisoner down in her dark hold, but up in the captain's cabin, Black Bilge, the villainous pirate, was busily laying plans to steal every last piece of silverware in the city. Impossible, you say? Not at all, for his accomplice was none other than the Professor, the world's only nine-legged octopus. From that moment, years ago, when he first laid eyes on the Professor, Black Bilge had realized that here indeed was a gold mine. If he could just find a use for all those arms, perhaps he could train him as a musician. No, Bilge hated music. Or maybe a stenographer, one who could take dictation and type it up at the same time. No money in that. Well then, how about teaching him to be a pickpocket? But of course, that was it. And thus Bilge had sent the young nine-legged octopus abroad to study pickpocketry with Feather-Fingered Phil, the world's most notorious pickpocket. A talented pupil, he finished the course in record time and was graduated with honors. No one, not even Bilge, was safe when the Professor, as he came to be called, was on the loose. And so there had been nothing to do but keep his sticky fingers locked up until the opportune moment should arrive. Now finally that moment was at hand, and so it was with a great deal of satisfaction that Black Bilge and Garlic watched the Professor slip into the harbor and on his way toward an unsuspecting city. It didn't take him long to begin operations. At the swanky Ritz Astoria, for instance, a simple disguise enabled him to remove their silverware quite unnoticed. Even the professional spoon snatcher fell easy prey to his expert technique. Yes, things looked mighty black. And what was Crusader doing about all this down in the wine cellar? Nothing. But hold on. Someone was coming. It turned out to be Monsieur Garçon, the nearsighted waiter. Garçon was so nearsighted that he wore not one, but two pair of glasses. Unfortunately, he couldn't even see as far as the first pair. He had been sent down here to fetch an especially rare champagne. And to his fuzzy eyes, that bottle full of Crusader looked like just the thing. Thus, Crusader made the long trip from the wine cellar all the way up to the Moonbeam Dining Room high atop the Chutney Arms Hotel. And after being wrapped in a towel and chilled in an ice bucket, he was rolled right up beside the one man who could possibly foil Black Bilge's fantastic scheme, the Admiral of the Harbor. But can we, Crusader, gain his attention in time? Don't miss episode 15 of Crusader and the Pirate.